Been a growing number of attempts to ban books nationwide. According to the American Library Association, there were 1,269 demands to censor library books and other resources in 2022. That's the highest number since the group began compiling censorship data over 20 years ago.
Earlier this week, Governor J.B Pritzker signed a first-of-its-kind law preventing book banning in Illinois. It allows the state to withhold funding to public or school libraries that remove or restrict books due to partisan or personal disapproval. And joining us now is the man who initiated that bill, Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on.
So as the Secretary of State, some people might not know this, but you also serve as the state librarian. So I'm curious why you thought this bill was necessary.
Well, as the state's librarian and as the proud father of 3 little girls, seeing what's happening across the country was deeply troubling to me, and we thought, let's be proactive instead of reactive to some of these book bans. Look, both my parents are immigrants, and the United States of America has always stood as a beacon of freedom to the rest of the world, and that freedom extends and means the freedom to learn and to share ideas. And book bans fundamentally go against what this country has always stood for.
So how will this new law work, and more importantly, how will you enforce it?
So what we've said is, look, we trust our librarians who have been harassed and intimidated, the likes of which they've never seen across the country. We trust our librarians to determine what books belong in circulation in their libraries. What we've said is, you will not get a state grant if your library bans books. It's very simple. Books are in circulation. They can't be removed for doctrinal or partisan politics. And, you know, Ray Bradbury had a great quote. He said, if you really want to destroy a culture, you don't have to burn books. Just get people to stop reading them. And that's what these individuals are doing. They're trying to destroy our culture and cancel out other people's viewpoints and perspectives. And in Illinois, we will not allow that.
The critics of this say that it really restricts local authority. What's your response to that?
That's a ridiculous critique. What's more local than a parent? Look, I mentioned I have 3 young daughters. There are certain books that my wife and I don't feel are age appropriate for our daughters. We will not let them read them. But a parent can't tell another family's kids what books they should and should not read. That, to me, what local control means. Letting parents decide for their own children, but just their own children, what book is appropriate for them.
Are you surprised that no Republicans voted in favor of this bill?
I guess naively, I was surprised. I shouldn't be. Everything's become political. But to me, this has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. This is about the freedom to learn and to share ideas, and what education has always stood for, and that is allowing children to think for themselves. And I will tell you that democracies don't ban books. Regimes ban books. And I don't think most people realize just how dangerous, fundamentally dangerous, these book bans are.
I understand lawmakers from other states have reached out to you. What are they asking?
I'm very proud of that. We've had other states, since we've enacted this in legislation, reach out to us, ask us for the language, ask us how we got it done. So I could not be more proud of the great state of Illinois. More importantly, I could not be more proud of our legislators and our governor for stepping up and standing up for our democracy, for the freedom of speech, for the freedom to learn, and fighting for our librarians who we should be putting on a pedestal across the country every single day.
And finally, again, what's your message to those who are against this bill? You know, we're trying to cancel certain viewpoints and perspectives. And what we should do is try and encourage kids to read as many books as possible, to get them to come to libraries, to check out books, to hear different ideas and viewpoints. That's how you educate the youth. That's how you make sure we have a strong democracy. So I am horrified that this is happening, but I am proud of our state, and I hope other states across the country enact similar legislation. We have to fight back, we have to be proactive, and we have to go on the offense against these dangerous, dangerous book bans. All right, Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias, thank you and good to see you.
Good to see you too, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.